Now, so far I've talked only about 95% danger levels, and it turns out this is associated with being this number of standard deviations above the mean. Nothing special about that though. We could take any number of standard deviations above the mean. We could take 2 standard deviations above the mean, or 1 standard deviation above the mean, or, well, let's take 2. So 2 standard deviations above the mean. Let's see what level is 2 standard deviations above the mean in each case. Let's go back to the original sheet. So population 1, here, if I just define this level as the mean plus 2 times the standard deviation, that gives me 9,787 locations less than that. In other words, the proportion below is 97.87. I try it in population 2, change this to whatever the mean is plus 2 times the standard deviation. I get just about exactly the same, 97 point something percent. Yeah. So the same percentage, 97.9, 97.9, nearly not, slightly more, but approximately the same percentage below this level. So this is now a 97 or 98% danger level. Yeah. So for the 97 point something percent danger level, it's 2 standard deviations above the mean in each case. If we try it out on population 3 though, mean plus 2 times standard deviation. It's not, it's only 95. Only 95% are less than that. Whereas for the other two you get pretty much the same answer, 0.97. Yeah. And you can try any number of standard deviations you want. We could have gone for a negative number of standard deviations. We could go for -1. So in other words, 1 standard deviation below the mean. So that level would be just this subtract 1 standard deviation. And there'd be 15% less than that. Clearly it's going to be more than half because it's below the mean. So only 15% are less than that. We can try it in population 2. The mean minus 1 standard deviation. And again, 15%. 15.9, okay. And in population 3, yeah, 10%. So you get a different number for population 3. For populations 1 and 2, as long as you have the same number of standard deviations away from the mean, you have the same proportion of the population below and above. In this case it's 15% below, 15.8, 15.9 in that case, approximately. So the same number of standard deviations above or below the mean is always going to give you the same proportion of the population above or below that value for populations like 1 and 2, or populations A and B as I called them on the other sheet. And it doesn't work for population 3. Next movie we'll look at why it doesn't work for population 3.